If you feel like your style has been off this year, it's probably not the clothes, it's the habits behind the clothes. As we head into 2026, I want to share 26 things that have genuinely changed the way that I get dressed. I'm sharing the mindset shifts, the mistakes I stopped making, and the small upgrades that made a massive difference. These are quick, these are actionable, and honestly, this might be one of my favorite videos that I've ever shared on my channel. Today, I'm also wearing a few of my favorites from Ideal, and I'll show them to you in more detail later on in the video. So let's start with the number one mindset shift that changed the game for me. And it's the realization that there's no such thing as effortless style. We see this phrase being thrown around all the time. Her style is so effortless, or that outfit is so effortless. But when you're seeing that finished outfit on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, you're not seeing the 10 not quite right outfits she had to try on first to get there. You're not seeing the years of work she did getting to know herself, the bad shopping habits she had to unlearn, the hours spent hunting for the right pair of jeans, or the trip to the tailor to make something fit perfectly. And when you're seeing perfectly dressed celebrities, you're not seeing the stylists behind them that have been working tirelessly for years to get where they are. It's worth remembering that you are only seeing the final product. Good style takes time, effort, and practice, and you get better every time you try. The right bra and underwear are just as important as the clothes. Your underwear needs to work with your outfit, not against it. One of my biggest pet peeves are VPLs, or visible panty lines. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I just can't unsee it. Your base layers should disappear under your clothes. So think seam-free underwear or smooth t-shirt bras under anything tight or fitted. On the flip side, I'm not against your underwear showing as long as it's intentional. A visible lace bralette or a nice strap can be part of your outfit, but the key is that it looks deliberate, not accidental. The number on the size tag is a guide, not an absolute. Sizing is inconsistent across every brand, and even within the same brand. One pair of trousers might fit perfectly in your usual size, and another cut from the same store can feel completely different. What matters is how the garment fits on your body, not the size on the label. I used to have this idea in my head that I had to be a small size because I'm short. And I'd immediately think that there was something wrong with my own body if it wasn't. But the more brands that I try and the more that I talk about style on my YouTube channel, the more I've realized it's literally not me. It's just the cut of the item. Now, when I'm trying out a brand, I take 2 or 3 sizes right off the bat, and I can adjust for my own proportions and take away the one that I think fits me the best, or the one that gives me the silhouette or the proportion that I'm looking for. And it's taken so much pressure off getting dressed. Don't wait for the right occasion to wear your favorite pieces. Wear them whenever you want. We tend to save our favorite things for some imaginary perfect moment or big event, but your everyday life is just as worthy of beautiful things. If something makes you feel like the best version of yourself, then that is reason enough to wear it. Isn't there that quote that's like, light your favorite candles and wear your favorite perfume, or something like that? I always remember that because I have so many candles and perfumes sitting on my counter, and I'm like, yeah, I really should use them. Otherwise, why did I buy them? They're just kind of sitting there collecting dust. And that's how I feel about my favorite jewelry from Ideal. I want to wear them every day because they make my very normal everyday life just feel a little bit more special. I've been wearing Ideal for quite a few years now, and if I had to choose my absolute favorite, I think it would be this one, which is the Leah. This is a gorgeous pear diamond that floats really delicately just below your ear. It works perfectly for everyday looks like this because it's unique, but it's subtle. And it also pairs beautifully with so many other styles. So next to it, I have in the Uma, which is this really elegant teardrop shape. Ideal's concept is to build your own unique collection using their studs. And with these studs, you can purchase add-ons to mix and match together. For the end of year, December party season, I like to go a little bit bolder. And so I have on here the Ono add-on, which is this quite playful take on a hoop earring. And then I've mixed it with the solar cuff that you just hook onto a stud. And then that cuff can hook onto your ear as if you have a piercing there. And the diamonds on this chain are so fun. I love wearing this one. Recently, I've also been loving this add-on called the Capri. It's a pear diamond that hangs below the stud from the front. I like that it's playful, but it's also elegant. Ideal also have necklaces, and the one that I'm wearing today is the Layla. It's a very classic evil eye design, but made extra special by no less than 20 diamonds on it. I wear the pieces in 14 karat gold, but they also have white gold or rose gold, depending on your preference. Ideal uses lab-grown diamonds, and they are hand-selected from the top 1%. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically identical to mined diamonds, but they are less damaging to the environment and they're cheaper, meaning that you are getting luxury quality and craftsmanship without the crazy high-end luxury prices. Plus, they truly deliver a luxury experience from start to finish. The packaging is absolutely immaculate, and they often include extra little surprises inside. You can really feel how much care goes into every part of the brand. And I can personally attest to the quality. I got my first pieces from them 4 or 5 years ago now, and they look just as sparkly and new and shiny today as they did then. If any of these pieces caught your eye, I will have everything linked in the description box, and of course I have a discount code Adeline10 for 10% off. Thank you so much, Ideal, for sharing your pieces with us and for always supporting my channel. The best outfits have something unexpected. The most interesting outfits usually have some kind of tension within them. Think something feminine paired with something masculine, sporty with preppy, chunky with delicate, or even a winter coat styled with a summer bag. Contrast creates balance, adds dimension, and stops an outfit feeling too one note. You don't have bad style, you're just not shopping for your lifestyle. When most people think they're not stylish, the problem isn't that they don't have good taste, it's that the clothes that they have in their wardrobe are not matching the lifestyle they're living. I had this exact problem when I stopped working in an office and started working from home. My wardrobe was full of structured trousers and blouses and just clothes that made sense for that version of my life. But when my day-to-day completely changed, it just made getting dressed feel so off. Once I started buying pieces that supported my routine, more comfortable trousers, practical shoes, and clothes that I could move in more freely, my style instantly felt more like me. Your style will improve naturally when it aligns with your life, not the one you used to have or the one you think you should have. Okay, this is for my petite girls or for anyone that just wants some extra height. I bought these heel inserts from Amazon, and you can just pop them into any boots that you own to give you a couple centimeters of extra height. Getting better at shopping pre-loved improves your style. This includes thrift shops, charity shops, curated vintage stores, or online consignment. When you shop pre-loved, you are looking and choosing these pieces outside of the context of trends, outside of perfectly styled mannequins, or what's currently being pushed to you. It requires patience and the skill to sift through lots of different items. You're relying on your eye, your instincts, and your own personal taste. And that's why I've kind of have this theory that I think people who thrift often develop a better sense of style because you're not being guided by seasonality or marketing or trends, and you're choosing things because you genuinely like them. Confidence and posture are part of your outfit. People respond to the energy that you put out, sometimes even more than the clothes you have on. And the way you carry yourself can elevate even just the simplest outfit. It's not just what you wear, it's how you wear it. This one might be a bit controversial, and I'm sorry to drop this on you right in the middle of shopping season, but cost per wear is kind of a lie. Dividing the price into smaller numbers Sounds great. But it doesn't change the fact that the item still costs what it costs. Whether you wear it 5 times or 50 times, the same amount of money still left your bank account. So instead of relying on cost per wear as a deciding factor, how about asking a different question? Does this item actually add something meaningful to my wardrobe? And will I wear it as many times as I can? The cost of the item needs to make sense, not just for it to divide up nicely, but because the item has truly earned its place in your wardrobe. 4 tools that every wardrobe needs: a steamer, a depiler or cashmere comb, a hole puncher for belts, bags, or shoes, and a ring sizer. You'd be surprised at how useful the ring sizer is actually. Stay aware of trends, but don't let them dictate your style. Trends are great for inspiration, but they shouldn't be the foundation of your wardrobe. When you're aware of trends, then you can intentionally decide whether it's something you want to be a part of or not, instead of being pulled into buying things that don't actually feel like you. Avoid pairing a bright color with black alone. When we're unsure of how to style a bright color, we often default to pairing it with black because it feels safe. But black creates maximum contrast, which makes the bright color look even brighter and louder and harsher. Instead, try pairing that bright color with softer, more muted tones. Think of your beiges, your grays, your browns, or muted greens. Colors that blend rather than compete. It keeps the outfit balanced and lets the bright shade feel intentional rather than overwhelming. And whilst we're on the topic of contrast, let's talk about high contrast versus low contrast styling. Sometimes an outfit can just feel off, but it's not the pieces that you're wearing, it's the contrast levels. High contrast outfits, for example, a light colored top and dark colored trousers, create a strong break in the silhouette, and this can look sharp, bold, and graphic. On the other hand, low contrast outfits blend together a little bit more seamlessly and can create a longer line. Neither one is better than the other, it just depends on the look that you're going for. But if your outfit feels disconnected or the proportion feels off, try adjusting the contrast. You can either soften or harden the transition between your top and your bottom, or you can try matching your shoes to your trousers to create a more seamless finish. A tiny shift in value can make everything seem more cohesive. If an outfit feels boring, add texture. Texture instantly makes a simple outfit look more interesting. Swap a plain bag for a woven or a croc embossed one. Change your smooth knit for one that is chunkier and has more texture. Swap your plain blazer for a herringbone one. Even just one textured piece can change the entire outfit. This is one of the most important lessons I've learned this year. Just because you like something doesn't mean you have to own it. What you decide not to buy is just as important as what you do buy. Shoes change the entire mood of an outfit. They can completely shift the tone and the proportion of your whole look. A chunky sole adds visual weight and makes the outfit feel more relaxed and grounded. A sleek loafer instantly sharpens everything and pushes the outfit into a much smarter territory. A pointed heel lengthens the leg line and adds that clean, elevated feel. Even if you don't change anything else, switching up the shoes can rebalance the silhouette and change the entire mood of the outfit. The most flattering color isn't always the one you're most drawn to. So I recently did a color analysis when I was in Korea. I'm a deep autumn, by the way. And as we were going through the different shades of purple, purple is never a shade I would go for. We landed on this deep plum shade. And she said to me that if I want to dress up for an event, this is one color that I could go for. It's a color I never ever would have chosen for myself. It's just not a color I naturally gravitate towards. But when she draped it on me, my features looked more defined, my skin looked warmer, and I actually felt quite sophisticated in this color. So sometimes the colors you overlook end up being the ones that can make you look and feel your best. Whenever an outfit feels like you, document it. Just take a quick picture and add it into a separate folder on your phone. It's one of the easiest ways to build your personal style. When you build up a collection of outfits that you love yourself in, you can reference this folder when you need inspiration. That way, you're looking for inspiration within yourself, not from Pinterest. You can iterate on outfits that you already know work. And that's exactly how personal style is built. And you also start to notice patterns. You'll start to see what silhouettes or colors or textures that you gravitate towards. And your own wardrobe becomes your best reference point. So this next one took me a while to realize about myself. Are you shopping just because you're bored? I don't think we talk enough about how our emotions fuel our shopping. It's usually not about the item, it's about that quick dopamine hit or a boost in how we feel about ourselves. I've noticed that whenever I'm feeling insecure, that is the time when I suddenly want to buy lots of things. I think it's my mind thinking that this will be like an instant boost. But buying more things never actually fixes the insecurity. I mean, I'm still not a perfect shopper, but now whenever I want to buy something, I do sit and pause and wait a bit longer than I used to. And I ask myself, do I genuinely believe this piece will support my personal style? If the answer isn't an honest and confident yes, then it's usually just an emotional moment and not something that my wardrobe or my personal style actually needs. If you need to get your jeans hemmed at the tailor, don't just cut and hem them up. Ask the tailor to sew the original hem back on. That way it will look like you bought them at the perfect length. Good style comes from functionality. Before anything else, your outfit has to work. Is your bag practical enough for everything that you need to carry? Are your shoes walkable for the amount of steps you're going to be doing that day? And what's the weather actually like? Not what you wish it was like. When your clothes support your real life, your style will look deliberate without you even trying. Your hair is part of the outfit. A sleek bun makes an outfit look cleaner and more polished, whilst loose waves or a messy bun can instantly soften a look. Even something as simple as tucking your hair behind your ears or changing where your parting is can immediately change the feel of an outfit. This one sounds small, but it's genuinely changed the way that I get dressed since I started doing it. Seasonal wardrobe switchovers make getting dressed so much easier. I used to keep everything I owned in one wardrobe. Think summer dresses, thick wool blazers, leather trousers, linen trousers, everything all together. And it created so much unnecessary stress and decision fatigue because my brain had to filter through all these things that I couldn't even wear. So when I started doing seasonal wardrobe switchovers, my style instantly improved. Because suddenly I was only looking at the clothes that made sense for that season. And getting dressed became simpler and faster. So if you're not doing this yet, I highly recommend it. Style is shaped by your inputs. Your style isn't just created in your wardrobe. It's created in your mind first. The conversations you have with your friends, the films that move you, the music that feels like home, the books that you can't put down, the artists, the creators, and the people that you're naturally drawn to. All of these things shape your taste before you even purchase an item of clothing. When you're intentional about what you consume, your style becomes a reflection of your inner world and not just about what's trending. It's the end of the year, and so I feel like I can be cheesy, wear whatever the heck you want. Life is too short to save outfits for later, to worry about what people think, or to dress in a way that you've outgrown. If something makes you feel good, confident, and more like you, that is reason enough. Let me know in the comments which of these tips you're going to be taking into the new year, or if there's one you want me to go deeper on in a future video. I read all of your comments and they really help to shape what videos I create next. If you want more practical style tips and you are interested in building a more authentic personal style, then this video on screen is a really good one to watch next. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I honestly love filming these end of year videos. It feels like we are sitting down together, taking stock and resetting for whatever's next. Thank you again to Ideal for sponsoring this video. I hope that you are all having a lovely holiday season, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.